Okay, we're back, and I am just pushing this up to make sure that I stay in camera. So I found a lot of little fairy things in a book about, you know, how to be a flower fairy or something. So I pulled these out, and I'm going to put them on coffee dyed paper to make journaling cards and things like that. So this one's about trees. So I think what I will do is where I peeled it off the page in the book, the original book, I will glue that to some coffee dyed paper. Whoops. I got carried away, Nancy. And then I will add some other paper. Maybe I won't, because that'll really make it thick. So maybe I'll keep it like that and make a pocket to stick it into, and then you can journal on the back. This is a little receipt. So I'm going to have to fussy cut around all of these once the glue dries. I'll probably do some stitching on some of them. So this coffee dyed paper, it's just cut-offs from the pages that I made. This is sort of a series of images of a bird, or not a bird, a butterfly in flight. So glad I'm getting to use some of these. There was some like cute envelopes and things, but they're all the wrong color. So I won't be able to use those. So I think this is actually an image of the artist. I'm never going to be able to get around all those decals, so I think I will tear a piece. Oh shoot, tore it too much. Got a little carried away. Calm down, Nancy. Sometimes I just have to have a good talk with myself. I should ink this first. I can remember where I put my ink. So you see here, this is where it was adhered to the page in the book. It's got a little paper clip there. So what I think I will do is like maybe add something to the top. I don't know. Maybe you won't notice it too much once it's in there. Yeah, that'll do. So, all these little pieces of crocheted lace, they've been cut from doilies that were just too far gone. Okay. Just going to trim it off and then I will cut it close later. Okay. I'm going to square this photo up. I don't like it being all weird shaped. This is a letter. Okay. This is a Flower Fairy certificate. I don't think I'm going to use that. That'll work. I don't know if I have a piece of paper at hand that's big enough for that. Perhaps not, but maybe I can use a book page instead. Let's see if something's... there's one that's pretty blank. That'll do nicely. This little tag, this is the inscription that I layered up 3 pieces of paper. I just cut it into a tag shape, and I think I had some fabric. I could make a little tab on that. Anyway, so I'm going to stop the video there and cut these things out and get them stitched, and I'll come back and show you what they look like finished. Okay, let's do a little bit of collage. I don't want to take too much time, but I finished up the stitching on these little envelopes. I'm not going to do them all. I'll put some aside for another project, but let's do one. I think I like this one. Okay, so I have a little tin with some die cuts in it, and I also have some of these book pages that had the images on it. Oh, I wanted to show you this. These are so cute. So I went to the post office to mail some packages for my Etsy orders the other day, and I wanted to show you these. So this is a package, a book of permanent stamps, the P stamps, and it looks like a little recipe box, and it's called Sweet Canada. And inside, where's the one I opened already? It has desserts that are Canadian, like Nanaimo bars and butter tarts and Saskatoon berry pie. I can't say I've ever had blueberry grunt. I think that's is that a Newfoundland thing? And I don't think I've had sugar pie either. That might be a French Canadian thing. I could be wrong. And I find it very hard to believe that there is food that I have not tried. Anyway, I thought it was just so cute. And it looks like a little recipe index card. Aren't they cute? Super cute! Anyway, so I had to get some. Alrighty, so I think I'll ink this bad boy up first. Might as well get her done. don't want to take too long either, because I think this is getting to be a pretty long video. When I'm working on these things, I often wonder what other people are doing. So drop a comment down below. Let me know what you're doing while you're watching this video. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you're like me, you might be working on your own projects or just sort of settling in to, you know, relax for the evening and maybe watch a video or two before bed. So there's some really cute little fairies. I like her as well. But we need something decorative. That one's cute. So it's going to be another short week at the office with the holiday, which means cramming 8 days of work into 4 instead of into 5. It's always so busy. I was watching a video the other day, somebody I hadn't seen before, but I've watched a number of her videos now. Deborah from, I want to say Attica Lane. Let's put a piece of washi on there. And she had a little video about different things to do with edging, like the pages, edges of pages in your journal that don't add a lot of bulk, and you don't need to you know, have a lot of special stuff. And one of them was to sew together 2 layers of net, say it right, Nancy, curtain. Oh, that's a good idea. So I'm just covering up where the center of that the paper was sewn into its signature. And maybe that's too much. Maybe this isn't going to work as well as I thought it would. Rats. I'm not necessarily going to use that, but I just wondered what it would look like if I used a flower on that side instead. No. What about that? So anyway, to finish the story, I chopped up some net curtain and a coffee dyed it last night, so I'm going to see what it's like. Well, I don't know. Kind of like this F. I have other letters, but going with F. And that's what I'm going to do if I can find my glue.